Many people are saying that, oh, well, progressives are ascendant now. And that's, I think, we're going to see the more progressive elements of the Democratic Party are going to have more leadership positions. It's a challenge to Nancy Pelosi in the House. There's a challenge to Steny Hoyer in the House. Hopefully we'll see someone like Keith Ellison at the head of the RNC. In the Senate, progressives have got more positions of power, still have Chuck Schumer running the show. But the show is a different show, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, make no mistake about this. My analogy about progressives now having more access to the stuff at the kids' table, they're at the kids' table. And here's a perfect example, right? And I'm not blaming Bernie Sanders for this one iota. This is what happens. If this surprises you, then you really need to educate yourself. If you're shocked that Bernie Sanders is now like a sellout, then you need to educate yourself, because this was the most predictable element of all of this. As much as I was wrong in predicting Donald Trump's win in the Electoral College, I did say I don't think he would get more than 47% of the vote. And it turns out that's about what he's going to get. But in the Electoral College, as much as I was wrong about this was much more even predictable. Bernie Sanders, during the primary, and I think maybe even after the primary, I think we need to be clear, not equivocate. $15 in minimum wage in 50 states in this country as soon as possible. And he is going to push, either as president, in Bernie Sanders' mind at that time, maybe, or he's going to push Hillary Clinton. And he's going to hold her feet to the fire, exactly why he should. Because he had the leverage with her to actually put pressure on her to adopt that. Particularly if she's president. Now he can pressure her all he wants to raise that wage to $15 a minimum hour. But guess what? She's not president. She's just sitting in Chappaqua walking her dog. And here is what he said yesterday about Donald Trump. He talked about raising the minimum wage to $10. That's not high enough for me, but it's better than $7.25 an hour, and we look forward to working with him to raise the minimum wage. So that's the reality that we're looking at. Those two quotes. And like I say, I don't blame Bernie Sanders at all. This is what you got to go for. The only way to go forward there. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.